and welcome back once again with Will.
Hello, Jack.
Who has changed his jumper.
Indeed.
If you didn't catch Hob News, the big reveal was made there where he's actually changed his jumper.
I have, yes.
Fantastic. So, from one bit of change to another, Change19, this week we are going to look at changing donation habits. Now, your donations are fantastic, aren't they, Will?
They are.
The
They are
community
brilliant.
really do get behind us. But we were at a forum for food banks yesterday.
We were.
And it arose, as it always does in those type of things, that there seems to be a routine of gifting.
Yeah.
And that heavily focuses on food-wise, harvest and Christmas, very understandably, and financially wise, Christmas.
Yes.
What we're looking at this week is to talk to you about how important cash flow and food flow,
Yes.
as it were, is, and how maybe spreading those donations out throughout the year could really help us. So, Will, what am I going on about?
Very simply, I think people have a process of when they feel that they want to gift, and that's absolutely fine, and all gifts are welcome. But I think people need reminding of the cliche that a dog isn't just for Christmas. In other words, we need to keep these lights on January, February, March, February, July, right the way through to the year.
And like I kept bringing up at the end of last year, how there was a survey done and there was only a very small dip. It was pretty much the average number of deaths for homeless people specifically
throughout the
was
whole
the
year.
same throughout the year. No matter how hot or cold it got, it was the same.
So I think what we're asking people to consider is to change their habits. So if they gift at Christmas, that's fantastic, and continue to gift at Christmas, but think about the other 11 months of the year. And the same goes really for the food, because we are blessed with a whole lot of food and it's fantastic. It comes in, and the resource of where we get that food from is amazing. But if you're thinking about food collecting or just thinking about when we need the food, the answer is you're hungry every day, and so are our friends. So if you're somebody who would think, yeah, well, I give at Christmas, but actually I could do something in June or summer.
June, July.
I was looking at the analysis of some of our local giving gifts. One of the things that makes it really helpful for us to keep the lights on is that consistency of cash flow. So all the folk out there, and you are amazing, who set up a direct debit, allows that £10 a week or £10 a month or whatever it is that they're gifting throughout the whole year. That makes control of those costs that we have as fixed costs, and covering that really helpful, because then we can focus on the front end work,
and we can be more generous all the time.
Yes, because then we know that it's
for like example, for the food where I'm in charge of, you're in charge of the monies, I'm in charge of the food. The food, we have so much at the beginning of the year and at the end of the year, thanks to harvest and Christmas, and we are so generous. But as the year goes on, now at the end of April, beginning of May, comes towards the very lean months, which is why in a few months we'll start the 10,000 tin challenge before harvest, and that really just brings us over the edge, because what happens is, and this is food bank countrywide for food banks, is there's a lot of stuff around harvest and Christmas, and then as it gets slowly towards harvest the next year, that's when food banks are depleted. And it's not that we can't give out food, it's just our generosity and choice is very limited.
I think the other thing is, if you're in any doubt or you want to make contact with us, then do find out exactly what it is that we need. We have an extraordinary amount of beans at the moment, not so much of the meal in a tin. So I think what you could do is you could perhaps thinking of working a bit smarter. So effectively make your gift even more relevant than it already is. You could effectively help us through those dips. And so we've always got the constant supply.
Because
and also,
like we said at the very beginning, you are so generous, it is fantastic. We have enough throughout the year. We've never run out of food. But there is, every year, there is what can we put together, rather than, take what you need.
And you can contact us in real time through social media, and for us it would be really nice to know that you're taking that sort of interest, because we do get a whole lot of folk who they have all the needs and desires of different choices of food. So it'd be lovely to be able to make sure that throughout the whole year we've still got the trifles, we've still got some of the more exotics that can be supplied throughout the whole year. So it's just about being informed, isn't it?
And it's awesome to know when people really care about what they're doing for House of Bread. It's not just a seasonal thing. It's not It's not because it's on the media's mind, it's because it's on your mind, and that's really, really heartwarming.
And our friends will recognise that. They will often say, you know, we need to thank in some way the people who are making these regular donations, and we do, because we do this through this medium.
It's absolutely wonderful. Like I said, we're in such a privileged position to be able to have this conversation with you, because so many people are just begging for stuff, and we are in such a privileged position because of where you as a community have put us, that we can have this developed conversation. And really tell you about our very specific needs, so you can help us in a more refined way, I guess.
Fantastic.
And we want to be really careful, because we don't want to say, no, it's rubbish what you're doing. It's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Let that not be a question. Right, thank you very much, Will, for weaving through that minefield of stuff. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Don't forget to check out Hob News on Sundays at 4 or thereabouts. Change19 videos are about the serious stuff. Hob News is about the more joyful, thankful.
Yeah, lots of thank yous again. This
stuff
to come up,
acknowledging what you guys have done once again. We will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching once more. Goodbye.
Bye.